Hello, welcome to this tutorial. We're going to go through a step-by-step process of getting the embedded Blender 4 web going for us. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually look at the process of getting the WordPress installation of the embedded the Blend 4 setup on there so that we can look at our 3D models or view anything that we have in Blender right on the web page. So essentially what happens is we download the Blender the Blend 4 add-on file that comes in a zip file. You don't need to extract that zip file at all. You just save it in a proper place where you can find it. We're going to use Blender to set up that add-on. So what you'll do, you go to Blender, use Blender 2.79. I'm using 2.79 right now. However, I do have the latest version, which is the 2.80. It's in beta right now, so it's not stable. Earlier I did try to use the Blend 4 add-on with that. However, I don't think it's compatible at this point in time. So I wasn't able to get it to install. So what you'll do, you'll use the Blender 2.79. You'll go in there, you'll set up the user preferences. So you'll bring up the file menu or the menu to get up the user preferences. You'll do the install from file. You'll locate that Blend 4 add-on zip file there. You'll bring that up. You'll click the checkbox in there, save the settings. You'll close Blender. You'll reopen it. From there, once you get that plugin up and running, you'll actually export whatever model you're working on. So export that model using that Blend 4 plugin. So you'll have that HTML file that's exported from Blender saved on your desktop maybe, or some location that you can get it. And this becomes a total of 2 HTML files that you're handling. So there's one HTML file which has a ton of SVG content, and it's a ton if you actually open it up. So it has your model in there. All that model's information is stored in there. Then there's the initial HTML file, which is the file that we'll actually put onto our website, the code rather. So you'll put that code into the WordPress block. So you'll do a custom HTML WordPress block, and then you'll you'll paste that code in there that says iframe, and it references the location of the HTML model file. So for me, I saved my model, the model.html, on the file manager, the WordPress file manager, as model.html, and the other HTML file, the initial HTML file, the one that has the iframe tag in there, that one, I copied it and I pasted it directly onto the WordPress block. So you'll use the custom HTML block. You'll paste that HTML into that block. You'll save it on your website, and you're good to go. There was another YouTuber. I put his name in the description. He had referenced the iframely plugin for your WordPress website. I particularly haven't used it. However, his use for that was the dynamic resizing of the blend4 window. So when you have the window up, or the little embedded window up, and you go to resize your whole window, it'll adjust, the size will adjust the iframe. So if you do have a use for that, you can go ahead. I'll put his link in the description there. If you do need more instructions for that. But essentially, it's like a URL that you put in alongside of your iframe information, or something close to that. So I apologize if the voice is out of sync of what's actually going on screen here. I actually accidentally deleted the initial video that I had of this. So I was trying to start up. I was trying to do a file conversion of the initial video, but I accidentally overwrote the initial video. But okay, so the other thing, okay, so to get to the end result of this, which is having a 3D model, where you can manipulate and look at this 3D model from different views. You can do this for free using Sketchfab. You can set up a Sketchfab account, and the little window there is quite similar. They do offer the there's like a little VR feature that it has on there too, so you can check that out. So you'll be able to walk through the whole process. You'll be able to post that on to your WordPress as well. It's quite simple. You'll just copy the embedded code, and then you'll paste it directly on there. So you won't be working with two different HTML files like this method here. However, this is the first method that I did use, and it's I can customize it. I'll have to experiment with it, but I'm pretty sure I can customize more with the blend 4. But if you do find out the Sketchfab is what you need, it is a lot quicker. So you just set up your little profile and you copy your model that you posted on there. But you do need a Sketchfab exporter. So you'll have to download a Sketchfab exporter for Blender. It's pretty much the same process that you use to get the add-on for the blend 4. So you'd have to go into your Blender, and then you'd have to enable that add-on, pretty much like we did in this video here. And then you do your API key or your Sketchfab key or something to where you can enable your enable Blender to upload to Sketchfab, and then put your model up there, and then you'll copy that embedded text, and then you'll put it on your WordPress website. This video, I'm usually a straight to the point, so this video is a little stretched out. That way I could show you a step-by-step process of how to put everything on your site, and where to put it, and how to get to your file manager, and where to put it on your file manager, and how to copy and paste it onto your WordPress website. There are other videos of where it's like really small and short, where I didn't quite understand the process. So that's why I made this video where it goes step by step into doing the full process. Because initially what I did was I only used like one HTML file, which was completely incorrect. So you do need the